Hi, welcome to the new video. I am Rohit, Desai, co-founder of JB Experts. In today's video, we are going to understand one of the most important key thing which the many businesses wants to get started into import-export businesses. They miss out on this part. So we are going to cover it for you guys. So let's understand. Kickstart your import-export business from home. So I know that you people have already gone through a couple of ads, couple of articles, and sort of that. Okay, there is a business which starts with no money, but I don't say without money. It starts with money, but a very minimal. That is something which you can look into. So what is that basic things? What do you need to do to get started to export import business to test the water first, and then later you can get growing in it. So a simple guide to registering a proprietorship in India, right? So get started. What is proprietorship? So proprietorship is nothing but it's a type of a company entity which is normally owned by one single entrepreneur. So if I want to work alone and I don't have any team, I'm just left my job and I want to start my company, or else I'm working with the company. Maybe if what do you say in your job agreement, if you don't have something mentioned as okay, you can't start your own business or something like that, then you can't do it. But if you're out of the agreements where it's normally if you're doing on commission basis or freelancing basis, obviously this is something which you can look into, and especially for the people who are entering into service exports, even they also can get into this kind of a proprietorship registrations under this the business entity in India. So this is a very minimal investment, minimal capital required. Hardly to get registered, you need nothing apart from 500 to 1000 rupees. That's a maximum investment what you do at a very initial stage, and later as of your select the product and all, you go ahead with the capital pledge. So perfect for solo entrepreneurs who are just starting new, who is just with one seater. You don't need any big chairs. You just have one chair. I don't have a team, and this is how you are starting. Then obviously this is something which you can look into, right? So initially going for private limited companies, doing all of that thing, if that is something your future expectations, yeah, obviously you can plan for it. But at the beginning, I don't say that's something very much necessary. So the whole investment on this thing is going to be somewhere around 5 to 6,000 in the worst case for a whole year. So setting up a proprietorship in India, choose a unique business name because it should not. It's okay if you can keep the same name. There is nothing wrong in it. Apply for a PAN card and open a bank account and get registered with you need a license which is IC, which is import export code, which is nothing to is exactly going to be your PAN card. So whatever the PAN card number is, that is your IC code. So that's a alphanumerical. If whatever the PAN card you have, that is your IC code. That is something which you can get it for 500 rupees if you do it. If you ask your chartered accountant, your CA, or your XYZ person who does the IC thing, then obviously they may charge their commission fee, the consultation fees, which could be somewhere between 2,000 to 3,000 rupees. That could be the max. The GST registration again, if your business turnover exceeds the GST limit in today's at current situation, it's around 40 lakhs. You don't need a GST if you are a local business, obviously. But in export import business, GST license, having a GST registration is very much mandatory. So you can't skip it. So to get a GST registration, it costs you exactly zero. But the thing here is, if you're good, if you're able to understand how to fix it, then obviously you can get the registration by yourself, or else you need to pay someone around again same 2,000 to 3,000 rupees to get your GST registration. If all these both licenses, if you do it, it costs you only the as a government fee. It's only going to cost you 500 rupees for IEC, but for GST there is nothing. You can go and get registered. But if you don't want to do it, or if you don't know how to do it, then obviously get a professional help. Obviously, you need to pay the fees for that. So the step to get an IEC, visit DGFT website. Just Google it as saying DGFT. So you'll get a DGFT website, fill up the form, submit the required documents, pay the fees, which is just 500 bucks. So that's all. Receive your IEC. Your global market is open for you. Then after, the next step, what you need to look into is setting up the product and looking towards the buyers. That's the thing. But running the business from home, when you're starting proprietorship, you don't need an office really. You don't need to have a fancy furniture, stuff, that, this, nothing is required at the moment. You can start working from one single desk, corner of your bedroom. It's absolutely fine. So I don't say like, okay, you can run it without money, because obviously you need a computer doesn't come for free. You need a proper internet stability. You need to have a minimal capital to buy softwares, some basic tools to do the marketing activities and sort of it. That's obviously there, because people in the open market, I see a lot of people come and say like, okay, you can run free. You don't need skills. You don't need that. You don't need money. You don't need to do anything. You'll be able to make money. So understand this. These are all scams, or these are all something like magic thoughts. That's not something which I'm going to teach you guys. So I'll teach you the real business. No businesses can run without money. At least there is something we call it as a minimum capital. Or else, if you are a good negotiator, if you are a good pitcher, like if you are able to pitch your ideas to any of the people, it could be your parents, it could be your friends and family, it could be the investors whom you don't know, but he's the person in your city who has money. Obviously, you can obviously go and talk to them. You can pitch them the idea. They can pump some capital to it. So it's all on your idea, your thought process. Obviously, the things will come to you. So uh, dedicate a workspace. Uh, Keep working life boundaries. So that's how you. If you're still working at home, don't put all your time in your your household works. That's not something which I want. Keep what do you call a fixed timing. Like whenever you start early in the morning, like okay, you sit at 9, then you end up at 9. So between a hour of break, that's something which you need to look at. But at least at the beginning, I want you to work for at least 8 to 12 hours. That's a minimum requirement. So many people think like, okay, it's a okay, I'll leave my job. I'm working for a company who doesn't pay me anything big. I don't want to work for the more for my boss. He's a pain. So in those cases, if you're starting the company, then at least 8 hours, dedicated 8 hours, because here it's all on you, because you're the solopreneur. You want to keep your mindset right. I don't promise you that okay, work for a part time, do along with it. There is nothing wrong doing your job, accumulating some kind of a reserve, and then leaving the job and then starting import export business. There is nothing wrong in it. Or else side by side, if you're able to manage at least 2 3 hours in a day for a beginning, once you see there is a potential here, then leaving your whole job and joining here, there is no problem. But there is no way that you're going to do it as a part-time kind of a thing. These businesses are very serious businesses. You can't do anything as called as part-time, right? So invest in basic technologies, a nice computer, nothing fancy. i5 will work, any Intel i5 laptops, basic brands, anything, whatever suits your pocket, that works. Maintain a proper filing system, because in export import business, is your product is good or bad, that's secondary. Your documentation should be proper. That should be concretely good. So you can't skip anything on the paperwork. That's very much important. Please keep this in mind. Whenever you're exporting, you're not exporting the products, you're exporting the papers. So keep your papers in right thing, which there are a lot of tools which comes for free and all of it. But still, you need to find it out, or else obviously we are there to support you. You can check on that too. So minimum capital, smart spending, that's a key, because normally people say like, okay, there is no funds required. Obviously, the funds are very much required. The only thing here is if you're a good negotiator, if you're a good pitcher, you can share the ideas to someone. Obviously, you can what do you call? You can get the source. You can get it from your friends, your colleagues, whom you're working with. Even we have got the funds. I have seen for some of my students who have got the funds from their own bosses who were just about to leave that company. So you never know. It's all about ideas, guys. If your people trust you, you're honest and you're hardworking guy, then obviously people will trust you. So that is the way. There are a lot of ways to get your fundings, but this is one of the main thing what you need to have a knowledge on. But you should be very much convinced yourself to convince someone else. So that's where the business starts. So start with the product you're passionate about. That's the first key. Do not copy paste, because businesses doesn't happens on copy paste kind of a thing. Only your document does. But whenever you're planning for export import business, do export a product which you are loved about, which you want to get into a business which is something like you're passionate about. You have a bit of a knowledge about it, or if you don't know anything about it, are you still loving that product? Because there are various reasons. There you can list out 10 interested topics that you are understanding or you are liking about it. Then obviously you can get into it. So use online marketplaces for initial exposure. So you can use B2B sites, you can use Google, you can use AI, you can use ChatGPT, whatever the tools are available in today's world. Use all of it. Try to figure out what is the best product for you. Write your capital requirement based on your requirement, whatever the money, whatever you have, or the amount what you can raise. These are all put together. You can put it into a proper system and say like, okay, this is a product which I can deal in. Reinvest the profits in growing organically. So people, I have seen people get one or two orders, they get overexcited. I have one of my student who's from Kashmir, so he deals in saffron. So he made a good transactions, very beautiful transactions, very short time growth from Feb till now. He's been like doing greatly. But the thing here is he overspent, he over predicted. That is where you people miss out. You have to reinvest in the business, you have to grow your business, then it will make multiple folds of profits. If you just stick to saying that, okay, I have earned 1 lakh, so let me buy a bike. If I earn like 10 lakhs, I'll go buy a car. If I make around 50 lakhs, I'll go buy a house. If you keep on doing this, then obviously you are killing the business. This is not how the businesses are done. Please manage your minimal capital in a very smart way, and you can mitigate all the risk whatever is associated in import export business. So navigate the first sale, research potential market for your products, connect with buyers using B2B sites, leverage digital marketing for promotions. So digital marketing is completely free because you can create your social media profiles, pages, start connecting with people, joining groups, free groups, obviously, then promote your products, get inquiries, audit them, then have a negotiations, then get into a term negotiations, then advance payments and whatever the payment terms, then finalize a CHA and then ship your goods out. That's how the things works. But it's not so simple, but you need a lot of commitment here. You need to do it every day. I don't say that you need to eat an elephant. There is a normal say, right? You can't eat an elephant in a day. So it's like everyday bite. So keep working, so you'll finish it. So that's how it is. So expanding your reach. Obviously, this is very much important. Engage in online workshops and webinars, which JB Experts normally conducts for free, and there are a lot of paid webinars. You can meet other collaborators, other business owners who are into export-import businesses. See, what happens in businesses is, it's more of like, I don't say it's more of luck and other factors, it's more of like a mindset kind of a thing. If you have a proper mindset, thinking, saying that, okay, I want to be into exports. If I see what happens here is, today or tomorrow, if you are surrounded around losers, you will lose. If you are surrounded around winners, you will obviously win. And you are staying with the people, you are collaborating with the people who are hungry, who want to achieve more, they want to do something more, they are learning something new, and the people like me who are ready to teach you guys, then obviously these are something which you want to be in a group for. So obviously there is a lot of groups, a lot of communications happening, a lot of webinars happening. You can collaborate, we can help you to get associated. There are a lot of things happens. Then networking with few owners, that is something which can be done. Collaborating with influencers to promote your product. This is in today's world. I go to there is one article which was published. There is something we call it as a influencers degree, right? So there is some new kind of a college which is opening and offering a bachelor's degree in influencing. So these are something which is very much today, because people are there in every industry, in every niche. So whatever niche you're dealing in, obviously you can get associated with those kind of influencers, pay them something, ask them to promote your product, get a wider audience, and then just get on the place. So getting sales is not a difficult thing, but convincing the customer, getting them on board with your terms and conditions, that's a task. So, but still, these are the final thoughts. Start an export-import business from home can be fulfilling journey. With a proprietorship setup, you have a simple and flexible model to navigate the global market. It is also about dedication, continuous learning, and sparkling passion. So your entering import-export business is not for fun. It's a serious business. You enter here to build something, to do something better in the market. And whatever you plan, whatever you want to grow, it's all about you, how you prepare, and what the company ethics you need to follow. Because it's about, right at the moment, you may be starting alone as a proprietor, but you don't have anything to support you. But in this case, the ups and downs, whatever you go through, it's all on you. So keep your mindset right. And obviously, you can be surrounded with the people like us. and you'll be having n number of exporters and importers will be meeting up every Sunday at 11 a.m. And obviously for the paid members, we can meet up at Sunday 7 p.m. So these are all the setups and the ecosystem what we have built around the whole import export businesses. That's something which you can look into. So stay in touch, subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we'll be uploading regular knowledgeable videos for you guys to learn, to implement, and take actions on it. Follow us on our WhatsApp channel, because you'll be getting all the webinar surprises webinars, and it could be free, and the paid webinars will be uploaded. So please follow us on our WhatsApp channel. Attend live webinars every Sunday at 11 a.m. at zero cost. The thing is, like, you need to have an internet and a Zoom app. That's it. You don't need to worry on anything else. So you can, I'll be presenting the basics of import-export businesses. We'll be discussing on some special topics. There'll be a QA session, which you can ask me any questions respective to import-export businesses. Whatever the basic questions you have, I can answer you the basic answers. If you want the advanced support, then obviously the advanced export-import business course is already live. All the link for all the stuffs which I've already discussed is going to be in the description below. Have a look towards it. And I wish you all the best and do well in your export import business. I want you to succeed. And if you need any help from us, obviously we are there. You can reach us at +91 953 8888 656. And if you want to establish your GST company, your proprietorship company, or a private limited company, you can always get in touch. We can help you to get in touch with our associate partners. You can get a best service from them. See you all. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you like this. If you had added some value to your life, please hit the like button. Thank you so much. And if you want any new videos on your requirement, you can put the request in the comment box so that we create the next videos on that topics. So this is all what I had to share in this video. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.